Rose wakes up in a hospital with her face permanently disfigured. She found out she had been in an accident on her way from a party. When she sees her face in a mirror, the terrible sight makes her cry. A huge chunk of her skin is now missing from her face, which makes her look like a monster from a horror movie. Rose is discharged from the hospital and accepts an offer from Dr. Burrow to perform an experimental procedure on her to fix her face. When she awakens, she pulls off her bandages to find her face perfectly healed and more beautiful than ever. She then walks out into the pool where she finds a fine gentleman called Dominic. She goes straight to him and starts making out with him. When she pulls back, she notices that she's bitten into his lip very hard, making him bleed. Rose returns to work and accepts a lunch date with Brad. While at a restaurant, Brad caresses Rose's face. As she looks at his hand, temptation takes over Rose and she bites her tongue. She excuses herself and goes to the restroom. Rose observes her mouth in the mirror and sees pointy projections and an odd organ forming under her tongue. She walks out, grabs her things, and leaves. While drinking the protein formula given by the doctor, she accidentally drops it and realizes that the bottle is filled with blood. At a fashion event, Rose starts experiencing a terrible stomachache. Two men approach her and start videoing her. An odd appendage extends from Rose's underarm and pierces through one of the men's throats. Brad appears behind the other man, who is recording her, and beats him up before deleting the video. He then gives Rose an injection and takes her away. The fashion show begins, and Rose takes her seat. A male model suddenly starts gagging on the stage, stumbles, and falls off the stage. He weakly climbs back up and walks back inside. The audience sees him off with applause, and the show continues. Brad tells Rose that they need to leave immediately, but Rose refuses. Just then, a scream is heard from the back of the stage. An injured model crawls out, followed by a blood splatter. Chelsea. Rose tries to get to her, but Brad pulls her away and takes her to Burrow's clinic. He sends her and Brad into a room, but as soon as they walk in, the door locks behind them. Brad starts banging on the glass and yells at Burrow. Burrow presses a button, and blood is poured all over Brad. Temptation takes over Rose, so Brad retreats to a corner. A deformed creature with several odd appendages grabs his shoulder. He moves away in fright and pulls out his knife. Burrow explains that this creature is his wife, who donated her body for experiments after realizing she had untreatable cancer. Rose's predatory appendage emerges and tears through Brad's throat, killing him in the process. Rose uses Brad's knife to cut off the appendage as Burrow screams at her not to. She also kills the deformed creature with a knife and slits its throat, leaving the doctor to grieve the loss of both of his creations.